Hi, this is Michelle from Life School, and today we're going to go through a quick lesson on how to make hot cocoa and hot chocolate from scratch at home. There are three main reasons that it's worthwhile learning this skill set. The first is that hot cocoa and hot chocolate homemade is absolutely delicious. It is sweet and creamy and rich and chocolatey. Truly, who does not like hot cocoa? The second is that it's quite easy and versatile. You only need a couple of ingredients, and most of them are shelf stable, and it takes about 5-10 minutes worth of active work. And the third reason is that it's just sort of special and fun. It's one of those things that you can make in so many different ways, whether you're having a little afternoon pick-me-up or dessert after lunch or dinner, or even a boozy cocktail. There are just so many ways to enjoy hot chocolate, so many different things you can add into it or on top. It's one of those things that is just worth having in your repertoire. Before we dive in, let's quickly talk about ingredients. You're only gonna need a couple of things. So the first thing you're gonna need is some sort of cocoa powder. I have two types here, a Dutch processed and a natural processed. Dutch will be a little more neutral in flavor, and the natural will be a little more acidic and powerful. I personally prefer the Dutch. You're also gonna need some sort of milk. I prefer to use whole milk, but you can also use a non-dairy milk like coconut milk or a nut milk. And lastly, you'll need some sort of sweetener. I personally prefer just to use a nice organic cane sugar, but you can also use maple syrup, honey, artificial sweetener. There are a lot of different options, and I'll link some information on that below.
All right, let's jump in here. So the first step is to heat up some milk. I'm just using 1 cup because this is for a single serving just for me. I'm gonna put a lid on it to speed things up. And while that's heating, I'm gonna get the rest of the ingredients ready. So we're using 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. You can obviously add more if you want. And about 1 tablespoon of sugar. I like mine not entirely too sweet, and if you like it on the sweeter side, add a little more sugar. Make sure that the milk does not boil or it will curdle, which can mess up the texture of things. And while that milk is heating, just add a little splash of milk or water to the cocoa powder and turn it into a paste. You then pour in the hot milk and mix them together, and it melt and turn velvety and delicious. I poured it into a fresh cup here because that first cup looked a little gross.
All right, let's give this a taste. Absolutely delicious. Warm, chocolatey, not too rich. This is the type of thing I would love to have in the afternoon as a little pick-me-up. However, if you want to make it a little next level, we can add some chocolate and make it a true hot chocolate. Let's go ahead and show how to do that.
All right, so all you have to do to turn it into hot chocolate is chop up some chocolate. Then put it into the hot cocoa and heat it up just a little bit. Make sure again that it does not boil. You don't want it to curdle. You just sort of let it lightly simmer. You can add a pinch of salt to really bring out the flavors of the cocoa, and I decided to add just a tad bit more of sugar because this is gonna be a decadent, delicious hot chocolate. I can't wait to taste it. I put on some marshmallows.
All right, let's give it a little taste. Really thick and rich, chocolatey. One last thing to share. If you're an adult, you can make hot chocolate a little boozy. So for this hot chocolate, I thought it'd be fun to add a tiny bit of raspberry liqueur. So let's give that a shot. Just pour a little splash in. So tasty. This is one of those things that you could have as a special little treat. You just really can't go wrong with hot chocolate. All right, to learn more, check the link below. Thank you so much for watching, and best of luck.